Just looking juicy, looking hydrated, looking cute. Hi you guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. I'm so excited for this video because we're doing a makeup tutorial. We're doing the clean girl makeup look that's been trending, which really is just a rebrand of the no makeup look, but that's fine. We'll call it clean girl makeup look, but you know, no makeup look. And I'm really excited because I feel like the difference between, what I will say, I do feel like there's a subtle difference between the no makeup look and the clean girl makeup look, or the traditional no makeup look, is it's a little bit more dewy. No makeup can be dewy, but I feel like a lot of the time it's kind of approached in a less dewy way, which is great. I love both. I love a little less of a dewy look and I love a dewy look. But also, there's no rules. There's no rules. Anyone that tells you there are rules, they're all lying to you. There's no rules. Clean girl makeup, no makeup. It's just a rebrand of an awesome trend that was huge. I feel like, is it Perricone MD, that brand, when they launched, and they launched with their no makeup, literally with one shade, and everyone else on earth was like, excuse me, the one person that can use this, are you kidding me? But they came out with that like line of their no makeup, their no makeup blush, all of that. That really was like, I feel like the height of that no makeup trend at that time, and now it is clean girl makeup or clean makeup, whatever it is. And I'm really excited. I feel like I did a good job. I would love to know what your thoughts down below. We're gonna jump in and do the whole thing. But this is the final look. And if you wanna see how I got here, then keep on watching. I just wanna kind of jump in and get started because this is a fun, I really enjoyed filming this makeup look and I really want you guys to see it. So if you're excited for this video and more videos like this, then please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into this clean girl makeup look, or clean makeup look. I'm not really sure which one to call it. My no makeup look. All right, you guys, here it is pulled back. The clean girl vibe is like slick back hair, so I just thought I would do that. Also get my hair out of my face, but also like I don't look good like this. I look like George Washington, but some people can pull it off. I can't. So first things first, we're gonna do is brows. I already have face cream on, but I'm gonna continue to kind of, a big part of clean girl makeup, the clean girl makeup look, which let's call it what it is, the no makeup look, but a little bit more dewy, is really about hydration and prep, but it kind of depends on the products that you're going to be using that day. So if you're going to be using something that isn't quite as dewy or plumped uppy, but as they won't plump you up as much, definitely really go in. I would use an oil and all of that. Really make sure your face looks dewy, but also remember your face is going to continue to dew throughout the day, so you don't want to overdo it too much. You want to find that happy medium. I digress. Let's go into brows. So there's a bunch of different products you can use, a bunch of different just brow gels. You can use the Kosas brow gel, the Rose Ink brow gel, any really clear brow gel, and like apply it. Let it sit for a second, push it down with your fingers. That's what I would say for the brow gel way to do it. I'm gonna do soap brows today, so I have the Pears Clear Brow Gel, and I have a little spray bottle. I'm gonna spray the soap and then go over the top of it with a spoolie. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do now. Spray it. Don't spray too much. Remember, you don't want it to be too wet. And then I'm gonna go in with a spoolie and rub over the top of it. Just gonna rub the top of it, and then I'm gonna kind of just make sure that there isn't too much product on the spoolie, because that can happen. So you just want to kind of make sure when you're rubbing it that there isn't too much on the brush, if that makes sense. Oh, there's like hairs all over this brush. Can I get a cleaner spoolie, girl? That's what happens when you do soap brows all the time. Okay, so I rubbed the spoolie, and we're just going to, and I really like the Pear soap. It's very clear. Brush my brows up. Do you guys have a soap brow product that you really like? I always think I like a product that isn't just a soap, and then I do it and I'm like, I hate this. It's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted at all. My brows are going through a like recycle phase, I want to call it, so they're not looking that great, especially on the ends here. I feel like I have some brow hairs falling out, but that's okay. They're growing back slowly. Okay, next you can just fill in the brows with a pencil. Now I'm just going to These feel pretty dry. The soap brows, when you don't use too much water or spray, it can be anything. It can be like rose water spray, whatever it is that you have, they dry pretty quickly. So I'm gonna go on with, a lot of people pinpoint with a like really thin brow pencil. It depends on your brows. So you can even use, like, if you want a brow pen, which I've been on the hunt for a alternative for you guys. The Glossier one's really good. But I'm gonna go on with my PYT brow pencil because I actually don't need to fill too much. It's more just a little bit, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't really need that much filling for me. I just need to kind of lightly fill in the sparse areas. The next, I'm going to go on with the Exa Beauty Primer. Now, this is really hydrating. This is like another hydrating skincare step, which I really, really like. Now, there are a lot of options for what you can do for that kind of very glowy, clean girl look, but I think just very hydrating products is important. Oh my gosh, my dog is like, my dog's being crazy right now. Okay. That, and then just kind of let that sit for a second. Then I'm going to go on and do something I don't always do. You can do a skin tint, you can do a lightweight foundation. It really depends. I'm going to do a combination of two things for this clean girl look that I have been doing lately, that I've been really, really liking, and it's been giving me a really plumped up look when my skin has been feeling really lackluster and dull because winter's a hellscape of a nightmare. And are we ever going to escape it? You know what? I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I hope so. So next I'm going to go on with the Exa Beauty Foundation. Now you can do this alone and do it very lightweight. Add a couple drops of oil on it. In it, I've done that. You can add no drops of oil and just lightweightly apply it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit on the back of my hand and take face cream. So you can take whatever face cream you want. I would suggest not a gel-based face cream for this. Take a face cream and mix them together. And then I'm going to take my hand and just blend it out like that because I want it to be really, really natural looking. And I find that blending with a face cream gives me the most natural look. And there's a bunch of face creams you can use. I really like, there's so many good face creams out there. I also really like to blend it with an oil, so I'll do a few drops of oil as well. So that's kind of, and anything I don't mention in the video, I'm going to link down below. So you just do that if you're curious about what everything I'm using is. I just don't want it to be too crazy. Now, I do have some hyperpigmentation that obviously is not covered right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Merit Beauty Concealer Foundation Stick, and I'm going to take a little bit with my finger. And I do like the way it melts with the finger because it melts the product into the skin seamlessly, and that's what you want because you want it to look very natural. Okay, so that is that done. So now I'm going to go on with concealers. I have two concealers that I could apply today, the LYS Beauty one or the Rose Inc concealer. I actually think based off of the tone of my face right now, I'm going to go on with a little bit of the Rose Inc one, a little bit, and then I might apply a little bit of the LYS Beauty concealer on top. So not a lot, dot, dot, just the smallest dot. And normally you can let it sit, you can do whatever. A lot of the time with concealers, I like to let the concealer sit for a second, a minute or two, and then blend it out. And I think that you can get the most wear out of your, like the most out of your concealer when you do that. But it depends on the concealer. Some set up really, really quickly, so you just kind of have to experiment. Today I'm not going to do that because I think I'm going to apply a little bit of the LYS Beauty one on. Okay, so I'm really happy with how that looks. I'm actually going to take a little bit of the LYS Beauty Concealer. This is a very lightweight concealer. The review of this is going to go up before this video, so you can kind of see my full breakdown, but this is very good, very lightweight. Okay, so that is that done. Now I think I'm going to go on with my bronzer. Now you can do cream bronzer, any powder bronzer. I find that for this look, I want a little bit of powder, so I'm going to do powder bronzer, but I could go on with the cream bronzer I would go on if I wasn't doing the Ilia powder bronzer, would be the Persona Cosmetics bronzer. And I have a whole bronzer video up, but I like with this look specifically to be able to kind of fluff it more on the face than pinpoint just for me. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on with blush. Maybe I'll do the Ilia one because I haven't used it on camera before. You can apply with your fingers and you kind of apply how you like, kind of pinpointing a little bit higher and then pulling it down. And I like my blush for the front. I know a lot of people don't love that, but I know the trend right now actually is to be more like high up, but I think it all depends on your face shape and how big your face is. My face is very small, and because of that, I can't overdo it, because sometimes it's just too much and that's okay. And for this look, I do prefer to kind of apply it to the back of my hand and then apply it to my cheeks, because I feel like it just kind of gives me, it warms up the product a little bit more than if I just went straight in with the bullet or something else. Now, everyone's version of the clean girl look is a little bit different. I feel like my everyday makeup kind of is like clean girl vibes. Some people have a lot of blush, some people don't. I'm gonna put down my nose and kind of give me that like where it naturally would hit my face, the sun would hit my face vibe. Now, I'm gonna then, it looks a little bit much, or maybe it doesn't look a little bit much actually, but it looks very like rosy, which I like. That is the vibe I like for my clean girl look. I'm going to take another brush and I'm going to go around the edges and kind of just tone it down, make it look very natural and seamless. And when you do blush on the nose, everyone kind of does it a little different. I do a very subtle way to do the nose, and I kind of go down the middle like this and then sides. And that is kind of the cheeks done for me. Now, clean girl makeup can be very blushy or not blushy. It kind of depends on your preference. I prefer blushy. I prefer me some blush, okay? I have to be honest. Okay, so then next what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on with some highlighter. Now I'm gonna double layer highlighters here, folks. Okay, we are doing it. I'm gonna do the LYS Beauty highlighter in the shade Brave. And this is so pretty, look how pretty that is. And we're gonna kind of melt it into the skin with our fingertips. Now I could have done this, also just like on my all over my face and mixed it with my foundation and face cream. That's not really the vibe I'm in today, but I've done it and I've really enjoyed that. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry for a second, and then I'm gonna go on top of it with the Minori highlighter in the shade Champagne as an extra pop. And then we're gonna go onto the eyes and lips. Lips are the best part. Lips are always the best part. Okay, Minori highlighter on top. Do you just see that? It's just so pretty. But they, like, when you see them in person, it looks seamless and blends. It doesn't, like, they're so thin and lightweight. You literally cannot tell you're wearing any. It just looks, ugh. Okay, happy with how that's looking. Just feeling so pretty and dewy. And I feel very, like, naturally flushed. Ladybird is a great naturally flushed color for, I think, a lot of people. Okay, so then next what we're going to do is we are going to go on to the eyes. So I have been doing this trick and for years now, and I haven't done it on camera, so I thought I would do it. Now, you might not want to do your skin makeup first with this trick, but I do, and it's fine, and it always ends up looking good. I apply a little bit like this. These tabbies, these tabbies are great. And then I'm going to go on with a fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into the Persona Cosmetics Identity 2 palette. I really like the Identity palettes from Persona. I'm going to do a full like look. Okay, next I'm going to go on and I'm going to take a more pinpointed brush, and I'm going to actually go into the Identity 1 palette, or just the Identity palette. The first one was Identity 2. This is the Identity palette, and go into the shade Charming here. This shade here is Charming. The shade I used in the Identity 2 palette, just so that you can see, I love this palette, it's so pretty, is this shade right here. This is the shade Loyal. Let me tell you something. I'm loyal to that palette. That is, I've been using that nonstop. So I'm going into the shade Charming. So then we're done with that. So you have kind of a very sharp line, which I know is not everyone's vibe. take my finger and I blend the edge, but so it doesn't go too far down. Sometimes I feel like depending on your eyes, when you kind of go too far out, it looks a little bit crazy sometimes, at least on me it does. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this same pinpointy little brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Charming again, which is slightly darker than the shade Loyal, which is in the Identity Other palette. And then I'm gonna just kind of lightly pull it down, and it just adds a little bit of dimension to the under eye. So then we're gonna go on with a brown eyeliner. Now brown, like eyeliner can be the most stressful thing for some people because it really depends. I have two eyeliners here. I'm gonna go on with the lighter shade. So I have the shade, dog hair is everywhere. I have the Victoria Beckham in the shade Cocoa, and then I have the Cali Ray Beauty eyeliner in the shade, what is this? Secret Spot cannot be the name of this. Maybe Secret Spot is the name of this. And what I am gonna do is I'm gonna take the tabbies again and just extend from my eyelash and just kind of create a very simple line. Okay, so very, very simple and seamless. Now, everyone's kind of version of this look is a little bit different, but that's okay. And if you have to touch up any highlighter, you can. I don't actually really need to do anything at all. Okay, so then that is that. Now we're gonna go on with mascara. I'm gonna go on with the Jones Road mascara, Jones Road Beauty mascara. I'm gonna wipe off the brush because we got a lot of product on this brush right now. And then I'm going to apply it, and it's going to be very, again, you want it to be like subtle and pretty, and I'm going to kind of focus my lashes outwards. Just on the bottom lashes, and then we're going to do a slight, tiny highlight. We're doing the Minori highlighter because it is so subtle, but it's so pretty. Okay, so now we're going to go on to lips. Now, the kind of lip look for this, like, clean girl lip or clean girl makeup look is more on the pillowy side. So that's what we're gonna do. There is a little bit of overlining. I think that a lot of people do. We'll do like a slight, I don't love my lips overlining because I think it just looks like crazy on me. And also just like a Your Lips but better color. So if you prefer your lips to look a little lighter than they naturally do or a little bit darker but still within that same kind of vein, you should grab that. So I'm grabbing the shade 05, or not 05, 04, 04 from Victoria Beckham. The key to getting a pillowy lip look, this looks crazy, I know, pillowy lip look, it looks so much darker in the monitor than it does in person, is to just at the Cupid's bow, I'm not even really overlining, I'm just like lining my Cupid's bow really well, and then you can kind of fill in that gap. So just kind of fill in that gap at the Cupid's bow, and then lightly kind of take your finger and tap it all out. Okay, and then you get a more pillowy look, and that lip color looks way better on me than my natural lip color is just really pale, but like I look better with a brown or like a more browny pink. And then again, you want it to be pillowy. That's the vibe. Okay, so then we're gonna go on with a lip oil. You don't have to do this. You can kind of just leave it, lip balm, and be out the door. I've been liking a little bit more of a glossy lip. It really gives me like spring vibes, which makes me really excited. So this is kind of the look without, it's not set yet, so we still have a little bit to go, but without any like additional spray or anything, lip look done. Now I'm going to add a little bit of gloss, and this is the Ami Collet lip oil. I have a backup because like your girl can't run out. And then kind of tap it out because I don't want it to be too glossy, but I like the hydration. I kind of need it because I have the driest lips ever. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my face. We're gonna let this dry. We're gonna do some last finishing touches once this is dry, and then we are out the door and we are clean girl, ready to take on the world, looking dewy, natural, and perfect. Because that's what we are. We are dewy, natural, and perfect. Okay, you guys, we are done. I'm happy with that. Just patting out my lips a little bit more. I don't want them to be super shiny, but I want them to be like juiced up looking. Just looking juicy, looking hydrated, looking cute. I really like this look. I would love to know, did you like this look? Do you feel like I did a good job? Did I do this look justice? Please let me know down below. Also, let me know down below any other makeup looks that you want. And yeah, that is it for my clean girl makeup, my kind of no makeup look, my clean makeup look, whatever you want to call it. That is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I did this look justice. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.